Hi, I'm Brian. Welcome into WoodWerks. Today we've assembled a few different projects that we've pulled together for the upcoming holiday season. Things that we think you could put together pretty easily from items that we sell here at the store and from some of our ideas. We'd be glad to help you with these things to help you make it a great holiday for your friends and family. Today we got Bob here with me, and he's going to talk about some turn projects that he's got.
Hi, my name's Bob, and I'm a turner. And what I've done here is I want to explain to you a technique, a procedure that I use to turn small pieces of wood into meaningful objects that will just be loved by all your friends, your spouse, your wife, whatever. And they're simple and they don't require a whole lot of time. I was walking around my shop the other day, and I happened to notice a scrap piece of walnut here that I have. And rather than throw it into the fireplace or throw it out into the trash, I said, gosh, what can I make with that? So what I did was I turned it square. And the only reason I turned it square is I'll show you in a minute. Turned it square, and I mounted it in my coal jaws.
And this is something you mount to your lathe, right?
Yeah, this mounts to the lathe. This screws right into the drive.
Okay.
Now, as a turner, I realize there are other ways of mounting this, but you'll see the ease in doing it this way because there's absolutely no glue block, no holes on the other side that sometimes get in the way. So I had it mounted on the lathe, obviously spinning, held in place, good and rigid. Had on eye protection, always wear eye protection. And what I did was I measured the diameter of my chuck and the jaws, and I always use dovetail jaws because you're turning this at a high rate of speed, and with dovetail jaws it's going to be a lot sturdier in the chuck.
Better for gripping.
Better for gripping, yeah. So what I've done is I've turned a mortise here the size of my jaws, and I used a skew to make it a dovetail. And I described a mark here where this is going to be the rim of the vessel. And this here is just for convenience for me. It marks the diameter of the thing I'm going to make. And rather than, this could be turned away while on the lathe, but for me it's easier just to scribe a mark, take it off. With
Your chuck.
Well, the first thing I do is I take it off of here, and then I take it over to the bandsaw and saw this away. Okay. And then I just take this and mount it into the chuck.
So that just fits into the mortise that you
Just fits
turn.
into the mortise that I turned.
Nice.
And you got to remember to tighten it the right way. It's a lot easier when you have three hands.
Yeah.
And you just mount this on the lathe, and you got enough room where you can turn the top side to the shape you want. And you've got enough room to reach inside here with your favorite bowl gouge, your favorite spindle gouge, whatever, to turn whatever shape you want. Now, some of the objects that I've made is just this little.
So we got that piece of oak, is that what that is?
I'm not sure what that is, Brian. It was a piece of scrap wood that was going to go into the fireplace, and I said, oh, let's see what we can do with it. So anyway, you're at a party, and of course you always have wine and horses doovers at a party, right? So you're drinking wine, and you fill up your dish with some horses doovers.
Yep.
And you walk away from the table, and you stand in there and you drink your wine.
Cheers.
And wait a minute, there's no kind of awkward moment because I'd like a strawberry, chocolate covered strawberry. Well, I can't get it, so now you just eat chocolate covered strawberry.
So that's what that recess is for on the bottom.
That's what that recess is for on the bottom.
No spill.
No spill.
We can all use help.
And you make it to any size that you want to fit your favorite wine glass, your favorite whatever. And I showed this to my wife, and she says, I need 16. And I said, well, lots of luck with that. So that's one idea. Another idea, real quick, is just a coaster, or you can put peanuts in it, whatever, sit by you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just to show you that it can use any kind of wood at all that you want. Here's another coaster. I believe that's snake wood, a small piece of wood that was going to be thrown away. But I'm telling you, people see that and they say, my gosh, that's beautiful. How'd you do that? Well, this is how. And it just sits next to your table, and you just put your coaster on it.
So how many coasters could we make out of that?
Oh my gosh, Brian. Wow, oh, gee.
A
More,
few.
enough for the whole family.
For the whole family.
The whole family.
Stocking stuffers
and,
for all.
and the nice thing about this method is that not only can I use real thin pieces of wood to do things like coasters, but I can do things like small platters. Same method. There's the mortise. Ignore the resin. That's probably a topic for another
It's a
discussion.
whole nother video.
Whole other video, yeah. So this was probably made out of a 3/4 inch piece of wood. Here's one that was probably made out of 5/4. Same concept. There's the mortise.
Some more of that ambrosia maple, huh?
Yeah, some more of that ambrosia maple. Just beautiful stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
And gosh, if you really want to, you get a little bit bigger. And this was all turned with the mortise.
What's the diameter of that? Maybe.
Probably 8-9 inches.
Sure.
Something like that.
Yeah. So you don't need a huge lathe to do
No,
that.
no. And then here's another idea that's I don't know what. I think the purpose of this was just to show that I could do the resin off center. Ignore the resin, like that's a whole different topic. Not hard to do, it's just a different topic. But again, there's the mortise, a bigger mortise, because this was the bigger vessel, the bigger bowl. So I wanted a bigger mortise in it. And last but not least, this one was fun. It's kind of a wing bowl. Again, the same idea. There's the mortise. There's the rim that it sets on. And that was made probably from something like this, out of our turning stock, out of our $3
$3 a pound.
turning
Sure.
stock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all the same technique and the way that it's going to join onto the lathe with that little mortise.
That's it.
And anything that you might have around, or maybe you need some new exciting pieces, which we've got down here. So
Yeah.
come on in and take a look.
Just another real quick idea. A lot of you I know turn bottle stoppers, and I was gathering this stuff up this morning.
Yeah.
And again,
What do you got?
this is resin, but I'm not interested in showing you the resin. This goes along with your wine glass. So just to show you how you
Wait
can
a
get.
second. Hang on, is there a reason? There is.
Well, this was turned in a little bit different manner than what I'm describing here. The purpose of this is just to have a little bit of fun with your bottle stoppers, and don't limit yourself to, use your imagination. You can turn anything you want.
There you go.
Just have fun. Above all, be safe. Wear protection, and if you're tired and it doesn't feel right, it isn't right. Don't do it.
Well, cheers.
Na zdrowie.
Happy holidays.
Happy
from WoodWerks
holidays.
Supply.
Hi, I'm Charlie at WoodWerks, and have a little something here that I made about 45 years ago. As you can see, it's pretty rough and has the original finish on it, so I have no idea what that finish was. But anyway, it's a little knife holder, utility knife holder. It's made out of Douglas fir, and you can make it out of any wood that you want, but this one in particular, if you can see, I'm using it for my steak knives, utility blades like paring knives and things like that. But to make it, it was very simple. 2 pieces of wood. This is Douglas fir. This piece here that holds the knives a little thicker than the back piece. The grain is running across, just to give it stability so it doesn't warp. And and if you look here, through here, you can see all I did was run it through the table saw at a 45 degree. The 1/8 inch kerf was perfect for any knife, so very simple, very easy to make, finish it any way you want. I think, if I felt like I wanted to spruce this up a little bit, I would put a little Odie's oil on it, that would really do that. But I kind of like the way this looks like this. It's well aged, and you can see in here where it's even worn out, where the knives have been sitting, and got a little paint splatter on it from the last time I painted the ceiling in the kitchen. Yeah, I did spruce it up a little bit here. I just did a little chamfer here just to, give it a little interest. Drilled a hole in here so I can hang it on the wall. But it stands on the counter by itself. If you wanted to make this for bigger knives, just make this piece a little thicker, you know, make it a little thicker. But that's just a 45-degree cut, you know, on table saw. Less than an hour, so you have a knife holder. That's it.
Hi, I'm Brian. Welcome to WoodWerks and happy holidays. I wanted to share with you a project that my daughter and I built a couple of years ago. Just a real simple little birdhouse. Real basic. The fun part is that I cut out all the pieces beforehand, and then I gave it to her as a gift in pieces. The fun part is that we spent time putting it together. We did all the assembly, and it was a ton of fun. It was just a great way to spend a little time together down in the basement in the wintertime, building a little project. So I used actually a piece of redwood that I had and a couple pieces of cedar for the roof, but you can use whatever you like. This piece of redwood actually had a hole in it that I thought was perfect for the opening for the birdhouse. So, but she enjoyed doing it because she enjoyed hammering the nails in, and she enjoyed sanding the edges and making it smooth in the opening here for the birds to get in and out. But it was kind of cool because we also just talked about the process of how to put it together. Like, you don't necessarily want to attach the roof to the front and the back first. So it was just an opportunity to talk about how to construct it. The fact that we would attach the bottom and the sides together first and actually make a structure, and then put the roof on the top of that. Once it was all put together, there was a structure underneath of it. So that was pretty fun. I just used a piece of stainless steel hinge here to make the roof open up so that you can clean out anything after the birds have left for the season. So you can open it up and clean that out real easy. Got that stainless steel hinge here from our Rockler area. In fact, we're gonna put some kits together this holiday season for you to just buy. So we'll have them here and available. There's a limited number of them though. So it'll have all the pieces you need, including the hinge. We're gonna sell that for $24.99 plus shipping. If you order it online, $9.95 shipping. We'll put a link to that at the end of the video if you want to purchase one of those kits that you could do at home with your family this holiday season. Thanks for watching.
Hello, I'm Mike. We've had this ongoing tradition within our family where we make Christmas gifts each year for each other. It's been a lot of fun, a lot of different ideas come out, so we really enjoyed it. So today I brought in something that is real simple to make. It's basically just a coat rack that you can make out of, and we all have scrap wood within our shop, so it's something that you can pull out of your scrap wood pile. Get a couple shaker pegs. I found out because of backpacks nowadays with kids, it's nice to have a nice center hook in order to hold that weight. So it's worked out real well. Actually, my son and I made this ourselves. It was not hard whatsoever. It was actually a lot of fun. It's a good partnership with your kids. And ironically, I actually made this back in 2000, which was pretty interesting to see. I pulled it off the wall just to participate in this. So it was kind of enlightening to see that on the back. So try making a coat rack.
Thanks for watching our video presentation today of different basic gift ideas that you can make at home. We thought it was extra important this year to share some of these ideas, knowing that all the shortages and supply chain and shipping constraints, things that we're all running into out there. We thought having some ideas like this would be important, and finding some projects that you can do yourself, it's extra meaningful for your family. So don't forget, check out our blog for other gift ideas that we sell here at WoodWerks or on our website, thisiswoodworking.com. You can actually check out our blog too about making a wish list and sharing that with your friends and family, or you can try some of these simple projects for yourself. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to give us a call, email, reach out via Facebook, however, or come into the store. We're always glad to help. Thanks again. We look forward to seeing you soon.